Hey guys, how you doing? Steve Lav here. On this one here, I got a call from a customer of mine. I was working on a heating system. I don't know, 3 4 months ago. You guys might have remembered this lady. This job was the one where I had the B vent on the oil-fired boiler, and the B vent was all melted together. Well, I had to put an all-fuel chimney type of thing up through the floor and tie into the chimney. Yeah, it was a while back, but this is the same lady that she had an air conditioning that she said that she was having issues with, and she wanted me to go by there and look. She called me, and I went by over there, and I asked her the situation. She says, "Well, it's out of Freon. I got a leak." This is what she says. It runs for like 3 weeks, and then it's out of Freon. So I said, okay. Let me check it out. So I went over there, had a Rudd. Looked like a 3-ton condensing unit outside, and it had a first company air handler inside that, the heating was coming from the boiler, the coil from the boiler, and they had an A coil for the air conditioning part of it. So I put my gauges on there, and it's probably about 70 degrees today. Had like 114 pounds standing pressure, so I said, well, it's got Freon in it. So I went down to the first company air handler. I pulled the cover off, looked in there, and first thing I seen on the side of the air handler, the first company air handler, was there was like a top of an A coil, a piece of sheet metal, and some insulation. So I said, well, that seemed a little strange. So I pulled the cover off. I looked down there, and it's got an A coil, The top of the A coil is completely missing right off the whole thing. So in other words, the air was coming up through the A coil. It wasn't hitting the metal. It was, usually it comes up, it hits the metal and goes through the sides of the A coil for the cooling. So then I go out there and see her. She's out there cutting the grass. I said, hey, who'd you have work on this? She said, oh, my brother. He's a heating and air conditioning guy, and he's got a license and everything. He knows what he's doing. I said, well, who pulled the flipping metal plate off the A coil? She said, oh, my brother did. Get more airflow. I said, oh, really? So I put the metal back on there. I checked the capacitor inside, and that was fine. 5 microfarads on that. And then I went outside and ran the unit and checked the charge. I don't like to say it was overcharged because sometimes, I got low airflow or what issues. All I can say is there was more refrigerant in the system than it needed to be. So I took some out and balanced the pressures out and got it so it worked good. And then it was a Rudd, Achiever series. I basically did a cleaning on it. I pulled it all apart, the cabinet out, and brushed it all down. I hit it with a coil cleaner, but I hit it with the hose because it was all full of grass clippings for never being cleaned for, 15, 20 years. Typical bullshit up my way. So that's the deal there. I got it going, and it's running good now. She don't have to worry about it icing up, and she's running these white pleated filters. I told her she got to get the blue filters. She can't be running them pleated filters with the the airflow and the return sizes she's got there. It's undersized, like typical bullshit I run into. So she's gonna get some blue filters, and she'll be all right now. Hopefully you enjoy the video. I got a call at this unit's icing up. I go in there and put my gauges on there, and I come in here and I see this metal pan here on the side. I take the cover off. Some idiot took the cover off it. I wonder why it's gonna ice up for sure like that. Fucking unbelievable. Some of the shit that I see. Why would someone take that off? Why would someone take that off? I gotta get that back on there. Alright, I got that pan back on there. running a pleated filter. I told her she's got to run the blue. She's arguing with me.
My brother says them are the best.
I want to check this fan. I want to check the capacitor. There's no way I can get that back screw in there without pulling this coil out, so I just put a oil filter. It's soft enough that it's not going to affect anything, and I'll hold that plate in the back down. I put a screw here. Not much else I can do. Alright, the capacitor's here. I can check it. Should be a 5. Yeah, we got pressure in the system. I'm going to shut the disconnect off. She says there's air blowing out the return. I want to see this. She's going to turn it on and we'll check the rotation of the fan. Fan's not crazy dirty. To hit the switch. Alright. See what's happening with it. It's a 3-ton unit. Complaining about it icing out. Needs a good flipping cleaning. Charged. Well, there's too much refrigerant in it. I shouldn't say it's overcharged. I have to take some out. Let it run for a little bit. That's the temperature coming back. Yeah, it's kind of coming back really cool. Flooding back. That's saturation right there. My suction light temperature starting to come up there. It was flooding back big time. Bad right there. I cleaned the back of the thing with my brush the best I could. The cabinet really needs to come all apart on it, but it's not looking bad there. Saturation. So cool. Anything below 58 I really get concerned about on the suction pressure. Coming back, my suction line about 50 degrees, which is good. Should nice up now. Saturation. I'm good with that right there.
It's not that dirty. Look at it. Don't take long to take the screws out, take it apart. Even if I give it a dry cleaning with a brush. And if I just give it a quick dry cleaning, that's fine with me. Don't have to hit it with the hose. It's not really a big deal to hit it with the hose, but I'll probably hit it with the hose too. We just hit it with the hose. Still good. Underneath that compressor gets a lot of stuff under there.
I just feel like I'm non-productive. I'm just sitting on the machine going in circles.
Just with the hose, cleaned it up nice. Alright, it's all cleaned with the hose. Didn't use no coil cleaner, but just the hose. Cleaned it out good.